All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a live stream with you guys. So we'll wait until everybody kind of starts to come in. I've got a few things for us to kind of go through to start things off, giving our thoughts on, and yeah, we'll have some we'll have some fun here. Always love doing this with you guys. I think probably for as long as we're doing the channel for going forward, I kind of want to do this with you guys. Hey, Mike. Hey, Cryptic. How you doing? Hey, Alex. How's it going? And Jay, how's it going, man? Katie, how you doing? I think going forward, we're going to pretty much do these because they're just a lot of fun. I get to see kind of after the episode with you guys how you felt about the episode, what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like, and we get to kind of hang out and have some fun. And then if any of you guys want to do super chats, you can do, and I appreciate it as usual. Fire, so that whole thing. Yeah. Hey, Brad, how you doing? All right, what's going on, Lee? How you doing, man? And Dan's Reviews is here. Cool. Travel, Michonne, Live or Die. We got Master with one of our first ones. It was crazy. So the Michonne situation. Okay, so let's go through the few things that that we have. As per usual, super chats do take priority as they should, but we'll go through your guys kind of different things that you're saying as we go through. So here's the things we have to start with. So as the video title is for this live stream, Beta's reaction and Michonne's exit. So those are the things we're going to be focusing on first. If you guys missed the episode earlier, definitely watch this, maybe watch this live stream later. Did the review. It's in the channel for episode 12. Huge episode. Probably isn't the biggest of the season. Well, based on the deaths, yeah, I guess it's the biggest we've seen of the season. And, it's going to change a lot of things going forward. So next week's episode, if you didn't know, is Michonne's last episode so far as we know, episode 13. And so did a predictions video for that. And I went into a little bit of what we think, but I really want to see in this live stream after what you guys think about Michonne's exit, because, I mean, how the hell is that thing going to go? We really have right now we have no way of saying at all. Like, at best, it's a best guess, I guess, right now for which way they're going to go with it. So Beta's reaction first. I mean, man, oh man, is he ever going to be pissed, right? So I wonder if what Negan did with the body after he was done. So after after Neegs was done slicing and dicing and sawing off that thing, where did he put the rest of Alpha? Did he stick her in the closet or something like this and hide it? Or did he just leave it there and get the hell out of there? I almost feel like maybe he would have just left it there and get the hell out of there. That's kind of Negan to me, or the way I think of Negan. And somehow him and Carol must have had a meetup spot or something when the time came. And then that's why Carol kind of wanted to go off on her own too. And Yumiko and the others were mad. Or Yumiko was really mad. About Carol wanting to go off, but she had to go to the meetup spot once the time kind of came there. It was a cool scene at the end, though, when you have sort of the partners in crime meet up, and he's got the goods, right? So so then we'll get into a little bit Beta and Alpha's relationship, and kind of, because that's going to affect Beta's reaction. What kind of relationship do they actually have, right, between the two of them? I mean, you have Negan who kind of comes into the picture and wins over Alpha pretty quickly, and Beta's kind of off and doing his thing. But what kind of relationship did Beta and Alpha have? And did they ever maybe hook up and get together? We're not sure about that. And then Michonne's leave, long time coming, and what we become is the title for that episode. Okay, so let's come back in a minute here and let's just see what you guys had to say. Trev cough, no, the coronavirus. I'm okay. I'm feeling healthy right now. And I got a video for that coming tomorrow, which I wanted to let you guys know about too. What I did is I spent some time this weekend, and what I did is, I took the data that we have so far for Corona, and I actually backtraced it with the rate of change for the first 53 days or so, which is about the data we have for it right now, to find the rate of the spread, or the rate of the change. That video is going to be posted tomorrow afternoon for you guys. So if you guys want to know, based on Corona's rate of spread so far, what are we looking at for the rest of the year? What are we looking at near the end of the year? When will it pass 1 million people having Corona? Are we going to be able to stop it? Have we been able to stop it? So that video is about half an hour long tomorrow. And I went through the rate of change, and it's not looking very good. I'll share it with you guys tomorrow. We'll go through it tomorrow, but it's not looking good. Viruses are exponential in terms of how they grow and how they spread. And so I got the formula, I got it down. It matches the data we have so far. I extrapolated from the data the average rate of change per day and projected it forward so we can tell how many people are going to have, at least if things continue at the rate they've been going of the spread, how many people will have it going forward. So we'll get into that tomorrow, and we can go through the numbers together with the spreadsheet and everything, and you guys can kind of see what we got. But it's not good, man. It's not looking good. It's worse than I thought it was. When I first started to look at it, I thought, okay, we'll beat it back, whatever. But now you have about 170,000 people out there have it, according to the numbers. And so that's nasty. That's 170,000 people out there in the world have it. And it's not subsiding. Even though we're quarantining everything off, even though we're fighting it back and doing the best we can, it's still growing. The number is growing. And the derivative, which just means the rate of the change, the ratio per day is, we'll go into it. And I've got all the numbers for you guys ready tomorrow. We'll go into it, but it's not looking good. It started off extremely rapid at the beginning because I just think they were writing people. They couldn't write people down fast enough and test people fast enough to find out how many people had it. Then it slowed down quite a bit in the middle. And recently it's been picking up again in terms of the spread. So each day you're looking at like 10, 15,000 more people get it. And based on an exponential kind of growth rate, within a couple of months, we should be over 1 million people having that damn thing. By the end of the year, we might be around 10 to 100 million, something like that. So it's not cool. So, but we'll go into it because we should know, right? Like we should know what possibly will happen here. I'm not trying to scaremonger, Keith. What I did is I just found the math that we have so far, and I just took it forward, and that's what we got. It is what it is. The numbers don't care how you feel about them. Viruses don't care if you're scared or you're not, whatever. It'll be okay, but unfortunately with how big it is right now, it's going to be probably like the flu, where each year a certain amount of people get corona. There's corona season, and it just plays tag, and it just goes around and around, and a certain amount of people have it, and then they get it, and whatever, they get better. Some do, some don't. And then, later on, some other people get it. It just passes around, and it never gets shut down. And because the problem is with some of the others, their numbers were low. So we cut them off near the beginning, near 10,000. It is now about 170,000-ish based on the meter that have had it or got it. So anyway, we'll get into it tomorrow. That's not the topic for this video. You guys can watch that video tomorrow if you want to see, again, future projections based on the rate of change so far and the spread. It's an exponential function, so we go into it, but it's how many cases are in Canada? I haven't been tracking here, but Worldometers has it, breakdown by country if you want to see, and you can see how many people in your country have it and what that looks like. But prepare if you guys can. Stock up a little bit if you can find anything, if things aren't all sold out or whatever, because it's not looking that good. Thanks, Logan, for the super chat. He says, I won't miss Michonne that much, to be honest. Yeah, let's keep the Corona stuff for tomorrow in that video, because that's what that's all about. That video is all about that. And we'll go into the numbers. You can comment, you can say, whatever you want, whatever you think. But let's keep it for that one because, this is a live stream and that's what it is. Really isn't a big deal. It's people making it be a big deal. No, man. You'll see tomorrow. No, the derivative's too high. Who said that? Corson, the derivative's, no. The rate of change is too fast, Corson. It's not good. It's worse than the flu. It's really, really, really bad. It's not a joke, okay? And I'm not trying to fearmonger, but it's more contagious than the flu. And the rate shows that. It's not a joke, okay? We're going to go into it, but because we gotta know what's true and what's not, and the numbers show it, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, back on topic here to Walking Dead stuff, because we want to have some fun too, right? We gotta still live our lives. We gotta have fun. It's Walking Dead. I know they canceled Talking Dead and stuff like that because of the spread and stuff like that. But we gotta have some fun too, right? We gotta have some fun. It's not the end of the world either. Okay, what it is it's a new flu that's going to be out there going forward in the future. People will get it. It's what it is. It'll never get to the point where everybody in the world has it. It'll be just like flu season. People get it. They get better, and they pass it around and just play tag. And that's basically the way it works, right, with stuff like this. And that's going forward. That's how it's probably going to be. So Logan's question. So I won't miss Michonne that much, to be honest. Well, that's the thing with Michonne, right? Is we haven't seen her since the mid-season finale, so she hasn't really even been here, right? And I haven't really noticed, to be honest with you. I mean, there's maybe a couple instances with Judith where I thought like, oh yeah, Michonne's not here, but there haven't been that many to where I've been like, oh man, I really miss seeing Michonne in the scene or something like that. The Whispers have been so exciting, and what they've been doing is so exciting that I haven't even really thought about it that much. It is kind of weird to see her sort of come back in this episode 13, where it's like you have all this craziness going on. Alpha's dead, and Negan's doing this, and Carol's doing that, and like all this stuff is going on. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right, Michonne's leaving this year too. It's like there's just so much going on that you didn't even really think about it. But this was a really amazing episode with episode 12, I want to say. And it's going to be, I'm kind of sad to see Michonne leave after this many years. I am. So it is a sad thing to see Denai leave. I mean, I guess this is my honest opinion of it is this: once Andrew Lincoln, who's, I would say, the alpha male of The Walking Dead, the leader of The Walking Dead, as far as the cast and crew go and everyone like that, he sets the example for the others. Once he left, you were going to see others. Now, there was also Lauren, too. Now, that was partially with Maggie. That was partially because AMC didn't shell out the cash for her, and she was able to get a better deal from NBC, which, to a degree, with Whiskey Cavalier, that makes sense anyway, because NBC's got boatloads of cash, so they're going to be able to pay her to leave. But with Denai, it's more like she wants to leave because she wants to do other things, which is cool. And she's been there a really long time. And so she, I guess, made a decision to go run a different show. They get opportunities. I like, if you look at the cast of Stranger Things, look at it in a few years, how these cast members, like Finn and the others, they go from literally being nobodies, and because of how many people watch Stranger Things, and they just happen to get cast in this really great show that happened to be really, really good. Meanwhile, these other streaming shows are not that good. Next thing you know, like, they're in all these movies and all this stuff. They can barely get the team back together. And now, because of Corona, it's shut down. The filming shut down for now. Production shut down. Stranger Things season 4, just like Fear and just like Talking Dead being shut off for now. It's not canceled in like forever. It's just halted for right now. So a lot of, basically everything is kind of stalled right now. And even you guys, I'm sure there's lots of you guys I saw in the last video with your jobs and stuff is being, kind of halted or postponed or put, the pause button's been hit on our lives. The pause button's been hit. And again, I don't want to get too into it because, one of the sad things about this time right now with Walking Dead is these are some of the best episodes, man. But just because of the whole Corona situation, it's like, it's taking away from these great episodes that we're seeing through and having fun and doing this stuff. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but it's kind of sad that, we're getting these amazing episodes of Walking Dead, and Michonne's last episode coming up, and all this craziness. And then you got this other thing going on that kind of ruins it. But what can you do, right? It's just, that's real life is what it is. Becky, thanks for the $1 super chat. Becky, did you have a question you wanted to send through? Tim wants me to watch The Expanse. Shirzad Case says, thanks for the super chat, Shirzad. I think Negan killing Alpha is a top 10 kill. And what's your take on Judith killing that real woman? Crazy. So what you mean the Whisper woman, right? Or was it a woman? I have to watch it back again. I guess it looks like probably something like that. But stabbing her in the stomach and then not. She didn't finish her off is what basically happened, but that stab wound is enough she's going to bleed out, and there's walkers around and stuff too. And she's going to be making some noise and pain. So yeah, she's going to die probably in that moment there. She'll join Alpha's, her horde, I guess, or her. Well, now I guess it's Beta's, right? But is it a top 10 kill? Yeah, it's probably a top 10 kill for the series, isn't it? It's probably because Alpha was like one of the biggest villains. I'm saying was. It just feels weird, right, to say Alpha was one of the biggest. It's like, oh, it's like she's still here, but she's just killed off. So it's kind of crazy. But she was there for a while, right? And they did an awesome job with the Whispers, because the Whispers, took over as you had Rick, leaving and everything. They were able to bring in this amazing threat with the Whispers, with Beta and Alpha and the others. They got good usage out of them. Alpha was there for over over a year and change, a year and then some. And man, she was an amazing villain, especially as a female villain. Best female villain we've ever had in the series. One of the best villains we've ever had in the series. And Negan also a good villain, but they had to bring Negan back from Whisperer Negan in order to use him in the future. So if he wasn't the one who killed Alpha, then he would have never been forgiven and exonerated for what he had done. Now that he's assassinated her, Gabriel and the others are going to revere him as some kind of a hero. He was able to do this. However, the thing is that now you have to deal with Beta, and he is going to be like a bat out of hell. Is that a good thing to say? Right? Okay, maybe not a great thing to say right now. He is going to be angry. He's going to be very, very angry. So when he finds that body, it is going to be it's going to be savage. It's going to be brutal. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, what do we got next? So thanks, Becky, and send me a question if you got one here. Robert Frank, man, hey, thanks for the super chat, dude. He says, I lost $100 because I swore you'd give this episode a perfect 10. Thanks a lot, bro. Sorry, Robert. Okay, so why didn't I give the episode a perfect 10? I mean, you could argue that is a perfect 10, right? I guess, yeah, I see what you're saying. It is damn near close to a perfect episode. I guess the other thing too, like, okay, here's the duality of it, right? You could view what happened with Beta. So Beta kills Gamma in a brutal fashion. This is tricky for me to watch because, and how did you guys feel? Leave your comments. I want to see what you said. Okay, Mike, I'll get back to you in a sec, man. Okay. So, how did you guys feel when you watched Gamma be killed by Beta? How did that strike you? And say if you're male or female. I think it's kind of a tricky thing, right? But when you see Beta kill Laura and kill Gamma, it's just, for me, it's a very uncomfortable feeling to watch. Now, maybe that's just me. Maybe for you guys, you're like, oh, totally cool with it. Whatever. It's Walking Dead to kill anybody. If they're going to kill Carl, whatever, they kill off girls, whatever. It's no big deal. It just got me, man. It got me in a weird way where I was like, oh, I don't like this. I hate Beta now. And I don't like to hate him. I just hate him, like permanently hate him, which is a weird spot to be in because he's going to be leading the Whispers now. And he's going to be super pissed when he finds out that Negan has killed Alpha. He's going to take charge and he's going to come after them with just in a brutal way. So Mike said he sent through a super chat. I got Shirzad. And let's see, who do we get? Oh, Mike. Yeah. Oh, you just sent one through. Okay, I missed another one. Okay, thanks, Mike, for letting me know. So, and thanks for super chat. He says, if Michonne dies, I'll be so disappointed. So for Mike, well, they are doing the 3 movies. So in the preview video, you can see the boat burning. So they could be either just playing with that idea that she gets stranded on an island, or she could actually get stranded on an island, right? That does make some sense, that it could take a while for her to get off of there. And then the thing is, if they strand her on the island and leave it open-ended in that way, we could potentially see her again sometime. If she can somehow escape the island, she can somehow get out of there, something like that. So maybe you prefer, Mike, the ending where Michonne gets stranded on this island, the boat is burned down, she can't get back, and she's like sort of one of those movies where they get, an island stranded and they have to, like Lost or something, I don't know, they have to build a ship or do something in order to find her way back. What do you guys think about that type of ending for her? But yeah, if they just kill her off, it will be kind of disappointing. The thing that makes it tricky is that she's going to be show running other series and she's going to be busy. She's going to be doing other stuff. Her career is moving upward and onward, I guess. So in the biz, in the industry. So I'm happy for her. That's great. And we all have to be happy for her. She's leaving for the right reasons. She's got other opportunities and she's going to go and she wants to get that experience of show running. That's great opportunity, great experience for her to do that. When she gets older, she'll be able to show run and do other stuff. Be a little bit tricky for her to be that action superhero when she's 60 or 50, but she could be show running when she's 60 or 50 or 70 or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, maybe 70 is a bit high for showrunner, but you guys get what I'm saying. Craig92, who said, who do you think is going to get the water tower death? So there's that one. So for Cragen, yeah, the water tower death, man, that probably will be coming up soon. I think our leading prediction right now is probably Scott. I think we're all in kind of an agreement that we think Scott will probably get it and not Gabriel because they've done a lot with him. And so they developed Gabriel a lot, so he probably won't be the one to do it. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone else's. I got Logan's, so that's cool. And don't think I'm ignoring your guys' questions here, but the ones take priority, are the people that are going to pitch in, obviously. But maybe we'll do some of the other ones afterwards that we got here too, because there are a good number of them. All right, we got Shirzad's, we got Becky's, we got Rob's, and sorry, Rob, about the perfect 10 out of 10 thing, man. You can see it that way. And I think, I'm not going to repeat. I think those are my reasons for it. And, that's what it is. I just prefer not to see that. But then again, the thing is that Thora Birch is kind of a prominent actress. So it does make sense they kill her off in the same season, or, well, they kill her off of the show at this point, because you can't maybe have her in every season and every episode, maybe. But there was also Earl, and there was, there was a lot of fear from the kids and stuff like that too. So that was scary. It was a very good episode. It was very scary. It was very climactic. Maybe the whole Corona things just got me down from running the numbers all weekend and looking at this and being like, ugh, this is fucking bad. This is worse than I thought, man. The math doesn't lie, dudes. It could be wrong, but it doesn't lie to you. Well, your interpretation could be wrong too, and that could be a lie, but it doesn't look good. Okay, Kratos Death says, so happy Alpha's finally dead, overrated. Now people can finally focus on Beta, best and most fearsome villain in the entire show, hands down. Well, okay, so that's a good comment from Kratos Death. How are you guys feeling about Beta now? Now, on the positive side of what Beta did, where he's killing people with reckless abandon, he doesn't feel any type of empathy, so far as we can tell, for killing Laura, for killing Gamma, which are women in their 30s, I guess, for both of them. He doesn't feel bad about it. He just does it, and he even with Gamma so badly will kill her and wait for her to turn to lead her back, to kind of gather her, which is really kind of screwed up. He kills the other guy for no problem. He just will kill absolutely anybody except Alpha. He never killed Alpha. And so, I'm not sure why exactly that is. You also get the sense, too, that Alpha was able to kind of rein everybody in on the Whispers because she had Beta. So we can go into their relationship a little bit of what that looks like. And I'll ask you guys this question, too. Do you think that Alpha and Beta were ever intimate together during all the time they were kind of there together? I'd almost say that maybe they weren't, because she was intimate with Negan, and if she was with Beta and they had a relationship of some kind, you kind of tend to think she probably wouldn't have done that with Negan, right? So I don't know, where are you guys at with that one? Do you think that that Alpha and Beta were ever in love or were ever romantically, physically together? Did they ever have sex? There you go. So let's see what we got. Okay, Chris, thanks for the $5, Chris. It just says keep it up. And what is that? Is that a potato weightlifting or something? That's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. And that's a good thing too for all you guys. One thing you can do with this spread around right now is try to keep yourself in good shape. Maybe work out, whatever. I don't know about going to the gym right now, but maybe you do push-ups at home, you do squats at home, you do, I don't know. It depends where you live. If you got space for it, if you can do it, you can almost do push-ups, sit-ups, squats anywhere, basically. So, and orange juice, some people brought that up, is a good thing to boost your immune system. That's good too. But if the spread continues, we're not at the bad part yet for the whole Corona thing. We're just getting started, bro. By the winter time, if this thing doesn't reverse, and we'll go into the curve tomorrow. If it doesn't slow down, if it doesn't reverse, then by fall or winter, yeah, it's gonna be bad. So this is gonna be a long winter, dudes. It's not gonna be a short deal. It's probably already too widespread for that to happen because you have too many people who have it already. SARS only got up to 10,000 people, and they were able to shut it off. So because they shut off the spread and it was burning out people too fast, they weren't able to spread it so badly. But with this one, it's spreading. And anyway, we'll save it for that. We'll get into it later. Pat Thomas, thanks, Pat, for the $5. I appreciate it. Yo, Trev, before Carol even let Negan out, do you think she at least? Oh, I jumped on me. Sorry, ma'am. Okay, let's go back to Pat's here. Where is that at? And I won't miss these. We'll come back to these. We got time, so we're good. Okay, let's do Pat's, and then we'll go to the not one above, and we'll go to subbies after that. Okay. So Pat said, "Yo, Trev, before Carol even let Negan out, do you think she at least questioned him about killing Glenn and Abraham?" So before, okay, that's actually a really good question. We did not get to see the conversation between Carol and Negan when she released him with the agreement that he would bring her back Alpha's head. But I do like the scene where she's at the hilltop and she looks at Glenn's painting, and they sort of, zoom in on Glenn's painting, or the painting of Glenn, because what she's done is she's released the killer that killed Glenn, Maggie's husband. How is Maggie going to feel about that when she gets back and sees Negan free and whatnot? That's a tricky question, man. They gotta have at least a part for that where Maggie holds them accountable for allowing this killer free and doing what she's done. She has put others in harm's way. She's released a killer, Negan, in order to exact her revenge, and he did it. He assassinated the leader. But will that backfire and just cause Beta to become even more, vicious and ruthless and vengeful and be even worse than Alpha ever was? I mean, she never marched the herd right into Alexandria right away, which is, I guess, their overall home base. The Hilltop's very important too, but we always kind of get the sense that Alexandria is sort of home, right? Don't we? Is that good, Pat? I think that's good. But maybe we'll see it, Pat. Maybe after Michonne's last episode, we could see a scene, like a flashback scene, kind of showing like they did with Dante. Remember? They show the scene with Dante of Alpha sending him in at the beginning, and we got to see it out of order. It was an intro. That was so cool, right? Maybe we'll see that scene between Carol and Negan when Carol released him with the agreement. So, yeah, would she have questioned him about killing Glenn and Abraham? She probably would have. Yeah, she probably would have, even though it's been a while. But Glenn was Abraham too, both of them. People love those two. So, yeah, absolutely. Subby, thanks for the $10, Subby. I appreciate it. He said, love you, bro. What do you think of maybe her finding out Rick is alive and leaving to find him? Yeah, so that's another leading theory for Michonne's leave, right? Is that she sees something that makes her think that Rick is out there somewhere. And then she leaves to go off and find Rick. It works to a degree. I don't know if it's perfect, because here's the problem with it. Here's the thing, is that her kid, okay, people have argued this already in the comments since the mid-season finale break. The women generally say that they put their kids, okay, now this is up to you. It depends on the person. But generally what I've seen is they put their kids above their husband, or they put their kids above their spouse, partner. Is that, what do you guys feel about that? We'll go through those comments after too. Do you put your kids, I don't have kids, so I can't relate. I can't, I'm not allowed to have an opinion in this case, right? Because I just can't, because I'm not in that situation. But those of you guys who do have kids, we got some people here that do, whatever age you are, whether you're older, younger, whatever. If you don't feel comfortable saying so, that's fine. But do you put your kids' safety and priority above your husband's safety and priority? Or would you, if given the opportunity, go off right away? The thing is from her perspective, the Whisper war is still raging on. Alpha's still out there. Beta's still out there. She doesn't know about any of this stuff. So her radio hasn't been working so far as we know, out of range or something. So the leading theories right now from Michonne: stranded on an island, leaves to go off and find Rick. It's up to you how you feel about that one, with her kids being in danger. Or, does she get killed off? Do we actually see her in a further episode too? And this is not the end of the episode. That's pretty much the best I can do for right now. So be sorry, man. But I think the idea is okay for her to leave to find Rick. I think it's okay. But the women kind of came after me for that. And they said, no, it's not, Trev. It's not okay for a woman to leave her children behind to go rescue her husband, even if that woman happens to be a super badass samurai warrior like Gareth Collar, right? Samurai. Michonne. Robbie X Project, thanks for the buck. Robbie, he's got a picture of the Joker, which is cool. And then No Intro, who I don't want to miss, said, will there be anyone from season 4 left on the show after next episode? Okay, that's a great question. Who do we got from season 4 and prior? Well, there was Abraham's group, which is left of Rosita and Eugene, and Christian Serratos was cast for Selena, right? So she's going to be in that. So, but I think she's going to survive. Some people think she'll be killed off by the end of the season. Maybe Beta will kill her or something. I think she'll survive. I think Rosita will live, and I think Eugene will live until the end of the series, because I think that Josh, who plays Eugene, enjoys doing it, has fun doing it, And so he'll want to do it probably right up until the end. And I appreciate it because I think he is really funny. And he adds, Eugene does add a lot to the show. Can you guys really picture Walking Dead without Eugene? It's kind of tricky to try it, but I kind of feel the same way about Rosita too. I like seeing both Eugene and Rosita. I think they're great characters, and Gabriel too. So yeah, good stuff. I don't think I missed anyone else's here. Yeah, okay, so we did everyone else's there, but maybe lower here. Let me just double check. So we got Subby's, we got Pat's, we got Chris's, and does that bring us up to date? Oh, it just updated a bunch. We got Trump 2020. Okay, so we got a bunch of Trump trains going here, whatever that is about. Trump. Well, do you guys think he's doing a pretty good job so far, at least of locking this thing down, shutting this shit down? I think he is in the U.S. I think he's doing a pretty good job of locking it down there and keeping the fear somewhat at bay, which is good because we don't want everyone to just freak out and lose their damn minds. That's not good either. But to a degree, that's kind of happening too, depending on where you live, with people buying up toilet paper. Today, we went to Walmart this morning to shop, and just to go away from Walking Dead for a sec here, we'll come back in a minute. And the entire aisle, which is a huge freaking aisle of toilet paper, which usually is like stacked to the brim all the way down, and they can't get rid of the stuff. They now have a positioned, can I call him a guard, a worker who's guarding the toilet paper. And you're allowed to buy one and no more than that. And then we have another guard who is a Walmart worker that is guarding the Lysol wipes. So we have a positioned full-time employee, as long as they're open, watching the toilet paper and watching the Lysol wipes. And this is real life. Yes, it is. Okay. I just thought that was funny to share. I was going to record it on video, but I thought, okay, maybe I shouldn't. I was tired anyway. I do enough videos as it is already. I still got to show you guys my Turtles arcade, which is done, which again, a little bit of positivity in this kind of trying time. Albert Jackson said, yo, Trev, who do you want to see kill Beta? Oh man, that's an early one, right? Like who do you guys want to see kill Beta off? That's an early one, man, because the thing is he's just he's got the half face. So they've changed his look a bit, which is good because they've given him sort of a different look for his prominent time, because now we're going to see Beta's time to shine. We're going to see Beta as the top whisperer. He's going to be the head honcho. He's going to be the one leading the pack, right? So this is a different time for the Whisperers. They're under, fearsome new leadership, and Alpha was fearsome in her own right, but Beta's killing girls with no with no hesitation. It's brutal, man. He's a vicious monster. He's as close to a monster in every sense of the word as you could possibly get. He's maybe physically hand-to-hand the scariest character we've ever seen in the history of The Walking Dead. So who would be right to kill Beta? Who do you guys think? Daryl? Is it Daryl? Is he the one to do it? Who kills Beta, guys? Leave a comments. Should I go with Daryl? Not Negan, because Negan got Alpha, so he can't get Beta too. That's too much. Not Carol, because she got Alpha in her way too. The two of them got her together in cahoots, got her together through working together. So I guess I'm going with I'm going with Daryl. If Laura had a boyfriend or something, then we could go with that. But I'll go with Daryl for now as the one to take down Beta. Plus, they had the match before last season where there was the elevator shaft. So we got him once. So it's like, you kind of go with a rivalry and you go with him to get him again. C. Lee 88. Thanks, C. I appreciate it. Said, did the Random Whisperer confirm Beta is the country singer from the CD cover from Fear? Basically, yes. Pretty much, yes. He recognized his voice before. Beta is the most fearsome, most vicious country singer I have ever seen in my life. I mean, usually I'm not too afraid of country singers. They're twangy, they're relaxed, they're slow, but there's some big country boys out there. I have this theory that I've kind of worked up, which is that people from open areas tend to be bigger. And I think it's true. I don't have any data around it, but I tend to think that people from areas, like people who their ancestors lived in kind of tighter areas, tend to be smaller, and people who got to live in kind of like farms and open areas grow kind of bigger. If you look at a lot of the big people, like the 6'5" or taller people like this, a lot of them come from that type of environment. I'm sure there's exceptions, but I've never seen any data on it. But I think it might be true. I've got to look into it a little bit more. But Yeah, so Beta's the most fearsome country singer you've ever seen in your goddamn life, right? So in other words, there's some big farm boys, is what it is, right? And I guess farm girls too, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that one. But yeah, he basically confirms it. So there's another thing from Fear that was kind of cool because they kind of gave us a heads up. And if you didn't watch it, then you wouldn't get it. But if you watch the episode of Fear, there's a cover, a vinyl cover of Beta without, kind of the mask on. He's a country singer. He's got, or something like this, maybe not country, but some kind of singer. And it makes sense as to why he sings later on. And the guy says he recognizes his voice. It also makes sense as to why he kind of talks a little bit different. Might be because he doesn't want people to recognize that it's him, that he's a celebrity, because he wouldn't want people to know that. It's sort of like if you look at Norman Reedus or some of the celebrities, Walking Dead, when they kind of leave, they wear like stuff to kind of try to maybe not disguise themselves, but they kind of wear stuff just so that if people aren't huge fans, they won't recognize them or whatever. Sometimes maybe they just want to be left alone. Like celebrities just want to be left alone sometimes, which I get that. That makes sense, right? To a degree, maybe you get tired of it after a while of people always coming up to you and being like, oh, I have autograph, whatever. Yeah, maybe it's cool for a while, but then eventually, maybe after a few years, it starts getting old. I don't know. I don't get that. So, people don't know me. So he confirmed that. P.S. Beta was auto friend zone. Okay. So Seeley thinks that Beta was friend zoned by Alpha so that they never got together, and that Beta was a beta orbiter, hence the name Beta, for Alpha. In other words, he had a romantic interest in her. He wanted to be with her, but either she rejected his advances or she just wasn't reciprocative. She wasn't attracted to him. He wasn't her type, whatever the case may be. But he, helps her and does everything for her, whatever, will kill anybody for her, do whatever it takes to keep her safe, her and sort of, well, there's Lydia too. But I kind of get the sense from him questioning Alpha that he cares about Alpha. I don't necessarily get the sense that he cared as much about Lydia, more for Alpha. So Beta zoned is what he's thinking too. And someone could ask Ryan Hurst or Samantha Morton if those two, or maybe Kang, if Krang, if they ever did it, right? But it sounds like you guys are saying no. Alpha and Beta were never romantically involved, and he was Beta to her. And well, that's what it's like when you're friend zoned forever, I guess. Frustrating, right? And then you have this handsome devil with a crazy smile come in, and before you know it, Alpha's taking her clothes off for her. That happens in real life too, actually. Matt Alquinino says for girls. That doesn't really happen with guys. It's not really a thing for guys. It's really only for girls, I'd say. I mean, I guess for some, no, it's not really the same. Because a lot of guys will just take it whenever they can get it, right? This is what it is, like dogs. Not all of us. I'm not like that personally, but a lot of guys are, right? It's true. It's what it is. Matt Alquinino says, do you think Jadis could be in next week's episode? Jadis? Matt, send me another question, man. No, Jadis is gone. Okay, Matt. Oh, I'm trying to justify his question here because he did a super chat. So we got to say this. Will we see Jadis soon? What if he's right and all of a sudden Jadis pops up, right? Like, is it possible? It's like, well, I guess it's possible. And if Michonne sees her, gets some information from her, then maybe she goes off and we find something out about the CRM, the place is holding Rick, something like this. So I don't know. I guess it's possible, Matt. Maybe it could be connected with the Rick case and where Rick is. And maybe they could bring Jadis back. I don't think so. I think we'll see her in the movies. And honestly, I think she'll be killed off in the first movie. I really do think so. I don't think that Jadis and Rick are going to be besties. I don't think they're definitely not going to hook up. I don't think, because people wouldn't want to see that because she was a garbage person. So, nothing against the actress. It's just the role. She was a garbage person. Yeah, she can understand, right? That ain't going to happen, right? So, at best case, there's an instance. She could at best case be a beta orbiter for Rick, right? He's got, he's all handsome and stuff. He's Andrew Lindsay's got the blue eyes, got the, he's got the scruff and everything. The ladies like that, right? The ladies like Andrew Lincoln. So maybe Jadis could be a beta orbiter for Rick, I guess. But again, like I said, it's not exactly. It usually doesn't work that way. Sexually, it's the sexes are different as far as that goes. So there you go, man. Is that okay for what you said? I think that's good, right? That makes sense. So I don't think we'll see Jadis ever again in the TV series. I think we'll see her in the movies, and I think she'll be killed off in basically the first freaking movie. Daryl Dixon said people are not happy because they wanted to talk about Alpha's death, but canceled. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Absolutely right. Talking Dead was halted, or I just said canceled. People are like, well, it's not canceled forever. Well, I know it's not canceled forever. It's canceled for now because Talking Dead is live. It has a studio audience, and other people had brought up that they have to fly the guests in. Could they have just done an episode of Chris Hardwick talking about the episode? Yeah. It's like, somebody brought that up. So, well, they can't just do that, Trev. It's like, what the F do you think I do every week? What do you think? It's not that hard. If I can fucking do it, he can do it. For God's sakes, if I can do it, it's not that hard. He can do it. Okay. Get him on, put your commercials. He can talk for 40 minutes, 45 minutes about the episode and do it with people. Do what we're doing. Do a live stream the way we're doing for Talking Dead here, AMC. I just keep giving them these ideas. It's like people have zero creativity. If you guys didn't know this, the average person has zero creativity. We're like zombies. We're just robots. Yes, boss. I'll do that, boss. Okay. It's like Bebop or Roxy or something. Yeah, boss. Go and do that. And they don't use this at all. But yes, they could definitely still do Talking Dead and have Hardwick do this. Okay, live stream with you guys. I don't know. You have to screen the questions first so you don't get questions about Rosita being on blacks like we did last week or the week before. It's not true. She's not. I checked. No. I did actually check. So I need to know this stuff, okay? Don't blame me. You gotta, I'm supposed to do this anyway. Okay, maybe you shouldn't do this, right? I look bad on the network. Okay, good stuff. All right, back on track here. But yeah, they could definitely do that, man. Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. If you think I'm looking pretty good, I appreciate it. Real talk is right, man. This is the internet. We can do what we want, right? Plus, this is a trying time for humanity, right? We're facing in the apocalypse, right? That's normal. Yeah. We're facing a dire challenge here with the COVID, bros. So take care of each other, stock up if you can a little bit, but help each other out, man. Whatever people need, man. We're in this together, right? We can all live together, right? Liar. Death, destruction. Don't watch The Walking Dead too much. So good stuff. All right. Did we get all the super chats? Are we caught up? Maybe we can go into some non-super chat comments here. Oh, no. Logan had another one. He said, who would win in a fight, Lady Mormont or Judith, right? That's a good question because she's a little badass too. She's from Game of Thrones, a little badass character. I'm going to go with Judith, man. Judith's a little badass. She could be okay, but Judith's got the Colt. She almost took Beta down. And ain't nobody almost take Beta. Well, Daryl kind of, no, not really. I'll go with Judith, man. She's got the Colt and everything, and she's a Grimes, man. I mean, that's it. It's over, dude. As cool as Game of Thrones was with her, Judith is a different kind to me. Mike Athemic says, what do you think of Beta taking Negan's cell? You want them to take Beta prisoner after him killing girls? Okay, there's a big difference here in Negan, killing some of your, I guess, soldiers, I guess, if you want to say. Your Abraham, taking it like a champ, big, muscular dude, a little bit jacked up, right? Good with a crowbar, he's got the red hair and the whole thing. Cool, right? Michael Cutt is awesome. So there's a difference between, you having him be Lucille'd by Negan. And then, a little bit of a race card, but Negan, Lucille, and Glenn, and Beta killing the girls. That is a totally different deal. And also, Negan was doing it. Well, it was humiliating in front of everybody, so you could argue you should never do that. And that's true. You should never scold somebody in front of others if they do something wrong. If you're the leader and you want to harp somebody out, do it in the right place. Well, don't harp people out. Try to be nice, but don't do it in front of public. Don't do it in front of others. Very bad. Basically means they're going to quit the next day is pretty much what it guarantees, right? In real life. But there's a difference between who Negan killed and what Beta's done as a guy for me, killing women like that. That's a no-no, and that's a is a war crime, to kill the women. Yeah, it's a war crime. If they're if they're down or whatever, doing that. But again, there's girls around the show and they're not they're not doing this stuff. I don't think they get the implicit rules, right? They don't get the implicit rules. They're like, oh yeah, kill that girl, kill this girl. It's no big deal, right? Because it's girls, right? Us guys are like, oh, how dare you? How dare you consider? But oh wait, she's a girl too, so she's allowed to do it. So that's basically what it is, right? This is our society, man. That's just what it is. Yeah, so it's what it is, right? The women are protected. It's what it is. It's the way it's supposed to be. So what Beta's done, you can never come back from it. You can't put him in a cell. He's beyond the point. He was a country singer, and I'm sure as a famous celebrity country singer, he was getting all the ladies. Now he's getting them, and it ain't cool, man. So it ain't cool. So I don't like Beta, but he's a crazy villain, right? Crazy villain, man. So I don't want to miss anyone's super chat if anyone sent one through. This is the most comments we've ever got, and this is the most people we've ever gotten live stream. So thank you guys all for joining. Hope you'll stick with me for a little bit here as we go through this. We can talk about what you guys want. Maybe we'll stay on longer for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. If you guys want to, keep sending me through some good questions, and we'll keep going. Okay, so Tariq. Okay, so Tony Matrasin said Tariq heard Sutter put a tweet kind of hinting might be working on a First Nine spinoff. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. We'll have to go through that, but a lot of stuff is halted right now, right, in the industry. Will it affect? Okay, so if you guys missed the video on Saturday, Fear the Walking Dead season 6 is stopped for now. Production. Stranger Things season 4 is stopped for now. The Walking Dead season 11, which will be coming next year, is going to be pushed back because they have to work from home, so they can't work in the office together at AMC Dead Quarters, right? I believe that's where they do it. Krang and her minions, right? I'm never gonna stop doing this. I'm always gonna do this. Krang and Shredder, right? So Krang's worse. He kills girls. At least Shredder just takes them hostage or whatever. He never killed April. You hear that, Krang? He never killed April, man. You guys ever notice the similarities between April and Althea from Fear? Anyway, we'll get into journalists and everything. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll get into that later. But okay, so all those things. So Walking Dead's backed up. World Beyond, so far as we know, is continuing on schedule, and Talking Dead is canceled for right now until well. This is the thing, man. The thing is like, okay, here's what's going on. I guess we have to talk about it a little bit because it's affecting Walking Dead. So now it's not cool, right? That it's shutting down stuff that we love, and we can't have toilet paper. We can't do stuff like this. Okay, we'll get into it more tomorrow. Like I said, I've got the video ready. We look at the derivative. We look at the rate of growth and spread of the COVID. All right, so it's bad. It's worse than I thought. The rate is, it's not shrinking. If we're trying to shut it down, it's not working. The rate of growth is it's basically increasing lately the last few days, if anything. And this is when we've been doing the most we can do to try to shut it down. It's not working at all. So it's spreading further. So the thing that's really tricky about this is they're going to put a halt on Fear and the others. They said, I think, for 3 weeks or a month or something like this. Something like that. Okay. Till they decide to bring them back in. The thing is, at some point, we're all going to need to go back to work. So I'm still working all the way through because I work from home. So I'm busier than ever with people connecting and needing support and that whole thing, especially the old people because they don't want to get sick. So if their computers get viruses, they're even more nervous than usual, and they're asking for help, which is where I come in and my teams come in. So that's what's going on with that. But basically, the spread is not slowing. Okay, we'll get into it tomorrow, but it's not slowing down. Last few days it's been speeding up, and this is on shutdown. So eventually people are going to say, well, listen, we need to go back to work because, what are we going to do, right? We're just going to shut down like forever. We can't do that. So maybe you take like a month off or 2 months off. It slows down a bit. We all go back to work. The airline industry starts flying around again, doing stuff like that again. At some point in time, it just kind of continues as to what's happening. And we just go about our regular lives, and we kind of, I guess, accept it, that it's out there and it's going to be spreading around. Try to be careful around each other. That's it. Again, we'll go through it tomorrow. Look for tomorrow's video, guys. It's important. At least we have the numbers now so we know where it's going to be. You can say it's egotistical that I ran them, but shit, no one else was running them based on what there is so far. So I thought, well, how does no one know like what the growth rate of this thing is so far. Someone needs to know that. So I got it for you guys. We know it. It's not that hard, man. It's basic, like high school calculus. You can find it out, right? So we'll go into it, and we can argue about it too. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think so. It's not that complicated. You look at it, you're like, yeah, that's how it changed from here to here, there to there, here to here. We averaged out the rates of change since it started. It's a small set. It's only like 52 or 53 days since January 22nd. We extrapolate the rate of change. We project it in the future. If things don't change, how many people will have it in the future? It'll be about 1 million. And I think it was, again, we'll go through numbers tomorrow, but about 1 million people in total will have had it or have it in about May if we don't, if things don't change, if things continue. And then by the time we get into summertime, near the end of the year, if it continues with the growth, 10 million, yeah, it's not good. So anyway, we'll go through it. It's not a joke though, and I'm not fear mongering either. I'm telling you guys so you get a leg up, man, so that you know what's coming if the growth in this way, if the spread continues. Okay, that's it. And I hope it doesn't. I hope there's a vaccine, or I hope that the quarantines start to work better than they have because they're not working. And then, you can kind of shut it down and we can all go back to life as per normal, the way at first we thought we would do. But that's not what the numbers say. The numbers don't show that. That's wrong so far as the numbers are concerned, because despite all of our efforts, shutdowns, companies, airlines, cruise ships, whatever, the overall number is growing. But you could say maybe in this country it'll be okay. But then how do we, everything is made in China. So how do we stop? And how do we stop people from going to Italy to see their families? Or how do we stop people from wanting to do that? Chinese people are going to want to, they're more than anything right now, they're going to want to get back home to see their parents, to see people. And, it's a tricky situation. So we'll go into it more later. This is Walking Dead. So we'll get back on topic here. But it does affect Walking Dead because now the stuff is canceled for at least now. And at some point, people are going to have to go back to work and just realize, like, hey, the flu, when did the flu first come out? And did the flu ever go away? And this is more contagious than the flu? When did the flu go away? I'm pretty sure people get the flu all the time, right? Yeah. Well, people are going to get the COVID all the time. It's just, what are you going to do? It's out. It's too late. You know what I mean? The numbers show it's too late, man. It's too many people that have it to break it down and stop it now. So, it's what it is. Yeah, let's change the topic because that's doom and gloomy, right? And plus, we're going to do that tomorrow anyway. So, The Walking Dead TW, thanks, man. You're helping me out get off the topic here of how the world's ending. It's not. We're going to be fine. It's just going to be an illness that's out there and people can contract sometimes. So he said, it showed in the trailer a big boat and Michonne gets locked in that room. Right, she does. I think she will find something of Rick's and will get kidnapped and brought to one of the communities. Oh, I love it. Not only a super chat, which I appreciate, The Walking Dead TWD, but he's got a great comment. What if Virgil kidnaps her and delivers her for payment? So you guys remember how the scavengers with the helicopter, Jadis, she's bringing people in and she's delivering them, right? What if Virgil is going to do that? I never thought about that. That's a great comment, Walking Dead TWD. Maybe Virgil is going to take Michonne, who's this leader, very healthy, warrior type chick, and he's going to, lock her in a room for a while. She passes out or something like this, handcuffs her, takes her stuff, brings her and delivers her to the CRM, just like Jadis was doing with the helicopters, in order to, get himself a leg up to get some luxuries or to do that. And what if Virgil is a recruiter for the CRM and he's actually tricked Michonne into doing this? And then we see her in the movies after. That could fit. And she could show run and do a movie or two here and there. And that'd be okay. Because the TV series is more difficult because they have to go on a schedule for shooting, right? For longer periods of time if she comes back in the TV series. But the movies is easier. You can schedule it in and just shoot that movie and then go back to what you're doing and then shoot another movie later. Granted, everything's on stop right now, so it's what it is. Give me a job from home, Tesla. Sorry, man, it doesn't work that way, dude. You got to fly like everybody else, man. Trev does calculus. Mike, I have a bachelor's of science, by the way. I screw around a lot, Mike, but I have a bachelor's of science and I earned that effing thing. Okay, I took advanced calculus. I took all kinds of advanced math. All right. Again, we'll go through it tomorrow. It's not that advanced. It's really not. You're just dealing with simple rates of change per day, and you're just basically looking at the averages of the rate of change per day. And you're saying if this continues the way it has, What does that look like down the road? Tomorrow. That's what we're doing tomorrow. So yeah, so you guys undersell me sometimes, because I guess this is entertainment. But do keep in mind, I'm very successful. I mean, all this stuff. I have a day job overtime, all this other things that I do. Yes, I'm very good at math. It's actually one of my best skill sets. That's how I got that. You don't get one of those from an accredited university unless you're very, very good at math. You can't get one. You won't. You'll fail. And I think like 80% of people fail that program anyway. So is what it is. So they had to move it. They had to make it easier, move the passing average down because the third-year courses were too small. So they moved it down now, made it easier because too many people were failing out. And there was only like a few of us. I think there was like me and a couple other guys at my graduation. It's like a few guys there. It was like 3 or 4 guys. It's like, oh, you're graduating. Oh, good for you, man. Yeah, me too. There's like nobody here. It's like, what's going on? So yeah, that's basically the way it works, man. Okay, what do we get? Okay, we got 21, all programming. There we go. Or no, yeah, all programming sports says, honestly, I just want to smash Rosita before the end. You did a super chat so we can read off that you want to smash Rosita. Well, join the club, by the way. Get in line because I think that a lot of people do too. That's wonderful. I like that. Well, now's the time, right? If this is an apocalypse, now's the time to reproduce. You might as well go for it, right? Have fun, right? Now I'm kidding. Nobody do anything crazy, okay? Nobody do anything crazy. It's just going to be like the flu or something that's out there that's, people get sometimes. That's it. JP Zombie Slayer 97 says, hey, Trev, how are you guys holding up in Canada with the virus outbreak? I heard the Canadian Prime Minister's wife has tested positive for the COVID-19. So I'm doing a live stream. What do you want? Okay, close the door. I'm doing a live stream. We got 600 people watching me right now. Close the door. What are you doing? I'm reading their comments. They pay for this. You can't shut off a live stream for a second. Okay, hold on, guys. My wife's kind of bugging me. 1 sec here. I'll mute it. Okay, you guys can leave. I thought you'd all leave by now. Just heard the who said the Rosita comment? I got in trouble. You got me in trouble, man. Who said that? You got me in big trouble. Interrupted a live stream. Okay, all right. Let's continue along here with where we were at. All right, JP Zombie Slayer. Okay, it's a good question. He says, how are you guys holding up in Canada with the outbreak? I heard the Canadian Prime Minister's wife has tested positive for COVID-19. So yes, our first lady, I guess, or the prime minister's wife tested positive for COVID, which means that the prime minister of Canada might have COVID. So he's like our Trump or our president or whatever, Trudeau. So he might have it. I don't think they've confirmed that yet. Hopefully he doesn't, because that's a figurehead for the whole country. So if he does have it, then that's really bad. It's going to affect the economy and everything, because people are going to lose confidence. But I think everything is good for the most part. People are mostly keeping their heads together, mostly. So, but not entirely, right? It's got people kind of panicky, that whole thing. And so it's what it is, right? So yeah, man, it's kind of scary stuff, but hopefully they get a vaccine. Hopefully something like that happens. And so yeah, it's, I mean, it's what it is, right? It's real life. Unfortunately, this is real life right now for us, and that's what it is. And so, but it'll be okay, guys. I don't want you guys to panic either or anything like that. It's just that it's a real thing. It's not a joke, and it's a thing, and it's not going to go away like some of the others did, based on the numbers, unless the numbers are wrong, which I hope they are, and I hope it does go away, but it's probably not going to. So, but we have to live our lives too, and we have to do our stuff as per normal, and and that's that. So, but yeah, man, people are a little bit on edge. So that's what it is, right? 21 All Programming Sports says, right, he was the one who got me in trouble, right, with his comment. And I didn't say I wanted to. I read his comment, to be clear about this, okay? So is what it is. Yeah. Okay, and then we got Gianna, who wants to bring up a question of who's hotter and this stuff. Well, right now it's not a good time, Gianna. Not a good time to discuss that. Okay, someone's in Pickering, Ontario. Okay, cool. Trev, say my name. We got Dylan, who wanted it. So there you go, Dylan. Negan, by far the best character left in the show. Yeah, probably. Ray's Nor 54 asked Trev, when are you going to reach 1 million subscribers? Never. No, it's not going to happen. Basically, I'm happy with the amount of subscribers the channel has gotten. I'm happy with how many it has now. I don't ever anticipate to reach 1 million subscribers. I don't think it's ever going to happen. And that's okay. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I'm happy with you guys. I'm happy with what did Jess say? Blitz wants to. She got mad at me. Well, she just gets paranoid and stuff. She thought that I said that. I didn't say that. No, I didn't. I'm perfectly happy smashing her. My wife, Jess. And I didn't say that. So Trev's girlfriend is jealous. Yeah, but it wasn't my comment. She doesn't understand. Live streams are new to her too. She didn't understand. I was reading his comment. Okay. I had to explain this. I was reading his comment about him wanting to smash Rosita. Not that I said it. He said that. I read his comment. It was a super chat, so is what it is. So sorry guys about the break in between. Is what it is. But anyway, we'll go for a little bit longer, but I do think at some point here we'll have to kind of call it off because people are on edge, right? Yeah, Gianna says that. Gianna says she's divorcing him. So, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. What can you do, man? Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches in life, right? That's what it is, guys. So, what are you gonna do? Can we see your wife? Well, she has a channel, Jan Step. You can look at it if you want to. It's cool. Yeah, Trevor ran away. Yeah, no, I dealt with a situation. You guys get me in trouble, man. You guys are bad influence, man. I got to stop hanging out with you guys, right? You're bad for me. Bad influence, Jerry, LMAO. Yeah, are you mansplaining? Yeah, LEL says, are you mansplaining live streams, Trev? Yes. Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm mansplaining live streams. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yes. I have to, because you guys, it's what you guys do to me, man. You guys bring up these topics and stuff. And and she can hear it because I'm kind of loud. What comment was she mad over? You know the comment. Anyway, let's continue on. So the state of Illinois is closing what? Schools? Are they closing schools? Okay, let's see. Yeah. All right. That's cool. Okay. All right. I better call it. She's seriously pissed. You guys got me in trouble. So, okay, that'll be it for the live stream for now. Sorry, guys. I'll have to call it short. You guys got me in shit. So now I got to go deal with that. Anyway, video will be there tomorrow on Corona Situation. Check out the videos if you didn't see them before. And you know, I'll have lots more videos coming for you guys again soon. We'll have to call it here, guys. That's it. It's cool. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe we'll do a new live stream on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. We'll see if we get a chance. If you liked it, then thumb it up, share, favorite. You guys have a great night. Stay safe, guys. Stay cool-headed, and stock up a little bit if you can. And I'll see you guys back again soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.